The Revos.
Lunch Money Lambert, Jeff Malott. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Yeah. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Kayak Bass Nation. Hey. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation, where we talk about fishing and competition. It's your boy Ox Pippin, aka Ox Fishing. Don't come over here tripping. Hey, hope you enjoy the show. Jeff Malott, Lunch Money Lambert, Lego. Hey, welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Kayak Bass Nation. Hey, welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation.
All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to KBN Live. I didn't let it go on loop tonight, Ryan.
I like it. You're getting quick.
Yeah. How you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm good. Hanging in there, man. We got a lighter week on the road, so not doing much.
I got you. Sitting here on a Monday night, it's Bassmaster Kayak Series Championship week. So, of course, we're going to talk a little Bassmaster Kayak Series on the nation side with Duke Tran from the Texas Bass Nation Trail. I got a few people fired up with the show announcement, Ryan, when I said the best series in the nation, regional series in the nation.
I mean, I don't think you can argue with it too much. It's pretty stacked when you flop schedules.
Yeah, I had a few people reach out from Tennessee, one namely, and said, "Hey, better check yourself." I said, "Well, hey, no."
I mean, Tennessee's fantastic, but we don't have 8 legendary fisheries in Tennessee. Yeah. We have one in Tennessee, and then we have Gunnersville that we also utilize.
Steve O'Dan and the Tennessee Nation over there, of course, kind of plowed the road for this deal to take off nationwide, and finally Texas got on board, and they're doing big things over there. So
you look at population of giant bass, the share lunker program, like Texas has a big leg up on the bass world in general. When you put an entire trail together inside of that realm, I think it's big things.
Inside the free state of Texas over there. Mm-hmm. So well done. We're going to talk to Duke about that, among other things. We're also supposed to have Adam Purcell on, who from Western Son, to talk about not only their partnership with us, but their relationship with Duke and the Texas trails, the throwdown and other things, and kind of how that happened, and really why they chose to get involved with kayak fishing, because it's hard to get non-endemic sponsors, period, much less into our niche sport. So that'll be a good combo, I think.
I like it.
Yeah, trying to track him down.
I really enjoy your Fire Tiger theme in the background there, Jeff. You ride for the brand, my friend.
You see that back there?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
It looks way better on your wall.
I know. Yeah. I could not let that opportunity go by without throwing the Fire Tiger lights up. I figured I would embrace the roast for those that are getting a good chuckle out of that. They didn't like the drop today. So,
I wish you had eyeballs and the gill stripes on there too.
Yeah, imagine that Arkansas black picture is just a big eyeball right there.
Okay,
that's what that is.
I got it. I'm in.
Yeah. So yeah, the colorway was okay. A lot of people like those loud colors, but the eyeball and gills kind of sent some people over there.
That's what did it.
That's what did it. That's what did it. Boy. So yeah, do your worst, nation. Do your worst, nation. But yeah, it's gonna be good, man. It's 10 killer week. What are you expecting over there? You've been kind of following along. I've seen some smallies caught.
I have seen some smallies caught. I've seen some spotted bass get posted. I haven't seen any giant largemouth go up yet. Maybe I just have overlooked them, but I have not seen it yet.
Yeah. So I
think
know
a lot of guys are banking on the smallie deal. This full moon approaching should have smallies. Usually they spawn first. So, being some Tennessee River smallmouth swimming around out there, I think those guys may be in for a good treat.
Yeah, and what's that place? There's smallmouth all the way up the river, and then there's also smallmouth down by the dam, so they can kind of be spread out everywhere.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. A lot. I mean, everybody that I talk to going out there is like, I'm looking for smallmouth. So you're gonna have, 70 people looking for smallmouth.
And the thing is, as we all know, those smallmouth can break your heart quick if you count on them for 2 days.
They can break your heart. They can also win you trophies. Turns
Win
out.
you a lot of money. Win you a lot of money. So if you can stay on them, good luck. I don't know. You got any picks? Any pick'ems in? Who you think's going to do it over there?
I don't know how that fishes, and I don't know who's going to go where. I would have to think Jordan Marshall's probably going to do well in the river. If there's smallmouth in the river, the mullet will find them. He will find them. So
yeah,
I think he'll do pretty well. I know, like Christine and them, they've been out there practicing for a minute, since it opened up. So I think obviously, you get the top anglers out there breaking it down. You're probably going to be in for a good limit, I would assume.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm leaning on a local and one of our favorites from the show.
Who you picking?
Our boy Luck, Arian.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that. You're right. Never mind.
I mean, it's hard for locals to cash. A lot of times, it's just a lot of pressure and whatever.
It's a curse. I do think it's a curse. I demonstrated that fully last year.
Yeah, but I'm going to count on our boy Luck in remembrance of his turkey Fred that he brought on the show once. He's going to do it.
He could. He very well could. We'll find out in a couple days. I'll tell you.
Yeah, Bob Baylor saying Joey Vagno or Todd Martins, 2 good picks. Luck isn't fishing. Wait, I thought Luke was in this. If he's not in this, then I don't know.
Jeff already lost. He's already made a pick that's not in the tournament.
Hey, Billy Bowden's in there talking about Gene Cooper's his pick from the TPO podcast. We've had Gene on the show before. You know what I was thought about the other day, Ryan? Randomly, I don't know why. Maybe I saw an old post.
Tell me.
Why Dick Open kind of went out of circulation? It just stopped being used.
We dropped it. We need Billy back in the comment section more often, I feel like.
WDO is gone or put to bed, so we got to bring it back.
Got to bring some Arizona love coming out there.
Man, how did I miss that Luke? Maybe Luke was just fishing down there, and I thought he was in the tournament. Man, I'm tripping now. I'm shook. I'm shook. So I have to find a new pick. I'll go with Jordan too. I'll go with the mullet too.
All right then.
Yeah.
Road Dog for the win.
Yeah. So we're doing a giveaway tonight. It's Revo giveaway night. We love giving away the Revos. You're going to need them soon. Sight fishing is almost here. So to get in on those, all you got to do is like and share on Facebook. Like and comment.
Go ahead and like and share now. Don't be trying to guess the hashtag, you clowns.
Yeah, we're going to come up with something else. It won't just be basic hashtag Revo. If you're watching on Rumble, Instagram, like I always say, we can't get your comments. So slide over to YouTube, Facebook or something and at least drop a comment in and share, like and share so we can get you into the contest later. So we want to be able to get all of you involved here. So as of now, we just have 4 platforms we can see the comments for the contest. What else we got going, man? I mean, we're in the midst of the tournament season. I know there's kind of a break for the Classic Expo and the Kayak Series Championship tournament. And then it's back full tilt. We got Native, Hobie, all back to back. What else is going on? Are you fishing any local stuff this year yourself out in Tennessee?
There's a TVKA, the local club that Steve-O and Daniel and I all kind of got off the ground. It's on Nickajack this weekend, which is in my backyard. I kind of want to jump in it, but I have been volunteered for parent duty at some volleyball tournament, working the door. So I'll be scamming parents for an extra $5 to get in to a volleyball tournament.
Okay. All right. Jim just said, remember Jimmy Thomas? He's a local. I do know Jimmy Thomas. He's driven over here to my neck of the woods and took some money from us. So there you go, Jim. I'll roll with Jimmy Thomas as a sleeper pick too. Hey, we talked about Twitch already, Top Show. We didn't forget about you. We know we can see those comments.
What are we up to now? Like 3 Twitchers?
Yeah, let's see. Let's look. Man, it doesn't even show him watching on Twitch. Are you hacking the system? No, there's one. He's the one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So we got you. I'm still waiting on the night we have a Twitch winner. We haven't had it yet. So we'll see. We're still waiting on Adam, but we have Duke here. Before we get Duke in, we'll talk a little sponsors and then we'll get going, man. Of course, the show Eco Fishing Shop. I saw that they shared the Fire Tiger release, among other things, on the Eco page over there. So if you got a hankering for that yellow and orange kayak, you can order it from Eco Fishing Shop, and every other color that you can imagine. Not just Old Town; they've got every brand. A lot of people are on those new canoes, tricking them up with motors now. Of course, they're a solid Hobie dealer. Feel free, Wildy. They got them all over there. So get on ecofishingshop.com. Yeah, ship your door. Ship to the door. And then tonight we're supposed to be talking a little bit of Western Son Vodka. If we can track Adam down, we'll talk about it anyway. It's delicious. Makes you feel better when you've had a bad tournament, or if you've had just a good or bad day in general. Drinking the Western Sun, feel better. And then the pro guys. I don't know if they're going to be at the Classic. I'm assuming they're going to be at the Expo because they're right up the road. But I thought I saw a booth at Red Crest already. Were they there too?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I thought I saw.
I don't know. I honestly, Red Crest kind of flew under the radar. I didn't see a whole lot of hype regarding that. So maybe they'll turn it around. It was right down the road.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't foresee that lasting very long. It seems like even though they've got the big names, the hype is.
They don't have many of the big names anymore.
Well, the big names in the younger scoping crowd, Wheeler and Cannell and all those guys.
Yeah, those two names. Yeah.
Yeah, all those guys. So yeah, I don't know how that's going to go. And really, I'll be curious where they go. They can't get a Legends exemption because they've never been on the Elite Series. So they'll just have to go through the Opens if it collapses, I guess.
That's what a lot of the guys that left MLF, they're trying to fish their way back in through the Opens this year.
Yeah. Bob asks, is Boat Ramp Western Sun as good as Boat Ramp Ham's beer?
I have only traded dead fish for Ham's beer, so I'm going to say it's better.
Yeah. It's always good to have the little travel pack flavored Western Suns handy at the Boat Ramp. See, then you're good to go. Todd, we already went over this, man.
Hey, Todd tuned in a little late.
Yeah, we both picked the mullet, and then the sleeper's Jimmy Thomas.
Yep.
So we did. Maybe Joe McElroy, just because we want to have some fun on the interview.
Casual Bass Guy. Yeah, so we do sponsors for whoever wants to pay to be a sponsor. So Eco Fishing Shop wanted to be a sponsor, so now they're the sponsor.
Yeah, and
if anybody else wants to be a sponsor, send an email, send a message. We love sponsors.
That's right. Eco was very interested in partnering with us a year and a half, 2 years ago. We had already partnered with Dugout for the year. So when that came to an end, we were able to reach back out to Eco and they were ready to roll. So it's good to have connections out there. No hate towards Dugout. We're just glad we moved on towards Eco Fishing Shop. And I think it fits us a little better because their online presence is like no other. I mean, literally.
And being able to ship nationwide makes a huge difference on kayaks and stuff, especially.
Yeah, they've got the shipping dialed in, and then they've got a great social media presence. Those guys do a fine job with the shorts and reels and everything else over there.
Oh yeah.
Siddiqui's going to win it. He'll take Casey Reed too. Come on, man. Todd Patrick is the biggest Siddiqui fan. Which, by the way, I just saw.
Siddiqui's like first big tournament. I thought he's been working all year. I talked to him when he was leaving. He's like, dude, I'm going through all my stuff trying to figure out where all my baits and stuff are because I haven't fished yet this year.
I saw he just rejoined Facebook too.
Mm-hmm.
He was hacked or something.
He did. He got hacked. Yeah.
Oh, look at there. I'll never forget this weekend. That's where Wide Dick Open was born.
Yeah.
They found a sample of the Western Sun, and no liability for that, Billy.
Sorry about that. That was Duke's fault. I think it was the Baccas that brought.
That's right. They were handing it out like candy.
Of Western Sun to check in.
It was like trick or treat time with the Baccas at the weigh in there. All right, so shout out to sponsors up there. Tonight's Revo giveaway, of course, we got Gill, Seaguar, and Z-Man as well. Seaguar and Z-Man packs have been going out the last couple of weeks, so appreciate all them. Let's get Duke. He's been sitting there staring at us too long.
Let's do it. He's
What's up, Duke? Appreciate your patience, my man.
What up, y'all?
How you doing, Duke?
Good. Business is good. Surprisingly good.
You were complaining about being sore and being old from having to unload a lot of old towns?
Yeah, when you're pushing that 50 mark, man, lifting up APs in the morning is not the way you want to start the day. So, yeah.
I got off the couch and I was like, man, this is rough. It's going to be a tough day.
Yeah.
We got our second Twitcher helping the algorithm, he says, so we're doing things. Did you know we were on Twitch, Duke?
I did not know that.
I don't know why we're over there. We it's more exclusive crowd over there.
Yeah, the gamer crowd.
The 2 or 3 guys that hang in there with us, we appreciate them every time.
Hope they're all scopers.
They are probably. They are probably.
So Duke, give us an update, man. How's the Texas Bass Nation deal going, and how did you go about kind of selecting that schedule with so many awesome lakes to choose from in Texas?
Man, honestly, I have a couple, I based that off of our throwdown. and we work with all the regions. And in any corner of the state, you can get a hold of a record lake. So it's something that I can't personally go to like every event. So I let the regional directors pick the lake, and we just make sure it doesn't interfere with anybody else's schedule, and we hammered it out, and we just made it work. Hopefully I pick up another region next year and make it better, to make it a little bit stronger front. Yeah, that's how we handled it. I mean, everybody is a seasoned tournament director, and they just selected some of the best lakes. East Texas, almost every lake in East Texas is a hammerfest. West Texas is Brownwood, I think, is gonna surprise people. OH Ivy is gonna surprise you for the bad service.
Honestly, man, I was surprised going out there. The service, we watched a lot of TikTok and YouTube videos while we were on the boat, not catching any fish. Yeah, the service wasn't that bad out there. I have Verizon. I don't know if that makes a difference. But the service was pretty good all over the lake.
The last time I was out there, we held a tournament, and this was on the infamous KBF Texas Trail thing, and we had 3 phones: T-Mobile, Verizon, and what was the other one? What was the other popular freaking phone? We had 3 AT&T. Yeah, we had three different phones, and nobody had service to score fish. It was ridiculous. So, yep.
Well, I got a good ranch out there with Wi-Fi if you need it.
Well, I think we're gonna. I think the guys have it. Everybody's gonna use the Wi-Fi from the marina.
Steven, we will throw up, we want you to like and share the stream that's going right now, and we will throw up a hashtag at the end of the show, and you put the hashtag in the comments, and we draw from there.
Yeah, like and share. We do check it. We have auditors.
Yeah,
that go back.
Buddy, they look at every one of them.
We've got a team of auditors that go back. No, just like and share. Honor system, my man. We'll get you in there. I don't think Johnny Maddox ever shared it once, and he won 4 times.
Never. So. No, Johnny, he's deleting it. He's going to other pages reporting that shit.
Yeah.
Billy Bowden's got some. He's got some good questions coming in.
Yeah, we got some stuff here. One question from Jason Robinson. He said, "What region?" He said rain, but I'm assuming he meant region. Do you want to add eventually?
I want to grow Central.
Okay.
Yeah, Austin.
I was going to say, for us, not in
is
Texas,
huge.
what is the Central?
Yeah, Central would be more Austin. We have a Southern, which is our San Antonio guys. Austin crowd is they don't want to leave Austin. They're some fantastic anglers, but man, it's tough pulling them away from that Austin scene.
Is it their skinny jeans and funny hats you think that keeps them there, or what?
No. It's just the way they they like they have great lakes around there, and they just like to fish those lakes. Every once in a while they'll move out but I don't know, man. It's Chris Morales and Slim, they run a tight crowd over there. I would love to be working with them next year to increase our footprint and have more selections for the anglers.
Come on, Chris. He's a friend of the show. Come on, Chris. Help Duke grow this thing.
Well, it's difficult for him because he moved, and it was
whatever.
It's tough doing it in Arizona.
We ain't giving away any passes out here. Come on, Chris.
It's the technology age. He can do it all from Microsoft Teams. He can run the whole channel.
Yeah, a lot of comments in. What's been your best event so far, and what do you think will be the biggest event out of your entire schedule?
Man, that's gonna be a tough one. Our best event was the first one on Ray Roberts, and I'm gonna be brutally honest. I absolutely hate that lake. I haven't had a good tournament on that lake. We had, for the North Texas side, we had it was 100 and 115 or something like that anglers, and then for the Texas Bass Nation, 85 anglers or something like that. So it's, it's solid first year for us.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny, every time I bring up Ray Roberts, I have to bring up Clifton. That lake will make a grown man cry. That'll ruin your dreams.
Are you saying Clifton cried?
So you heard it here
Oh,
first. Clifton cried.
He didn't cry, but it broke his heart. It shattered his dreams. So
he'll be a PKA in no time. Just keep grinding, kid. Keep grinding.
But I'm glad to see he's back to fishing again and doing his thing. So, he's taking it like a man and rolling with stride. So hopefully, he'll get back to the paces again. And he's a good stick when he's in it. So
if you don't like losing, don't enter a kayak tournament. I'll tell you that. That's a good way to get humble real quick.
You got to be able to take it on the chin a little bit.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like baseball, or even worse. Your average is you're losing more than you're winning. Just the way it is. Dude, answer me this, man, because I'm well aware of how it goes in Arkansas and the surrounding states. To put this Bass Nation trail together, you had to get other TDs on board, right?
Exactly.
You weren't gonna do it all. So how did you get that done and manage those egos? Because as we know, sometimes people get their feelings hurt. They go start another trail and then another trail, and all these trails try to step on each other's feet. So how did you work that out, man? And get that together?
Well, as you guys know, I do the Lone Star Throwdown. So everybody in Texas has a good repertoire. We work together really well. Very, very respectful to each other. So yeah, we had our throwdown, and I already had everybody on a group chat and say, hey, would you guys be interested in doing a regional TD for me? And they all, wanted to do it. So it was a no-brainer for everybody.
That's good. It's hard to do, harder than you think. I mean, you guys do a pretty good job in Tennessee, right, Ryan, with that?
Yeah, like what you were talking about, we had so many local trails popping up. We were like, we have to put together like a state like governing body where everybody, at least, if you want to fish 2 or 3 different trails, that's fantastic. We encourage it, but we all wanted to operate generally like under the same rules. Like you qualify a team of anglers for the state championship every year. We just try to get everybody facing the same direction. So there wasn't all this like scheduled on top of each other, in somebody else's backyard kind of thing. So we've done really well as far as getting everybody to work together and schedule joint events and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's the next evolution in Arkansas, is to have more of a statewide Bass Nation series. We don't have one yet, so probably pick your brain, Duke. When the time comes.
Electricity would probably be a good first step
in
Arkansas.
Wi-Fi and things like that.
You need to get your basketball team straightened out.
Hey, we're number 1 in the nation in baseball. Leave me alone.
Yeah, it also helps us like each of our regional TDs. We also help each other by scoring each other's fish when there's a trail running and the other TD's got nothing to do. So it helps a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Should be.
Yeah. You mentioned Austin a little bit ago, Duke. For those that hadn't been around a while, we've talked about it on here before. Austin used to be kind of the epicenter of kayak bass fishing tournaments. Like everybody looked to the Cat Series, and that was like the goal to get as big as those guys. And they don't even exist anymore. And Austin Kayak's gone, obviously. So what's the scene like down there? You say you're trying to bring them into the fray with this Bass Nation. Is it still a fair amount of anglers down there?
Oh yeah. So Chris Morales, he still runs the Texas Kayak Bass League, which is taken over from Cats, the anglers from Cats. I think they have a great new sponsor, No Bad Days. And they've been doing a really, really good job. I mean, at one point, with Cats, the way they were running, that's why I started my trail up here, because I was driving down to Austin to fish these tournaments, and all the guys were like, man, we need something closer, But at one point, I think they were having their biggest events for like 200 anglers.
Yeah.
So it was nuts. We'd have a captain's meeting. Of course, everybody show up, and it was just roll out, and You know, of course, you know, you wish you weren't behind Pendergraph because he'd make a dust storm.
No way, not Marky.
I'm all for bringing those back, man. I like the parking lot shotgun starts. Let's bring them back.
Yeah. You know what? I really do like having the online captains meetings now, because as a, you know, TD, you don't have to be 3 hours away at some lake, you know, checking people's boards and all that stuff. You know, you can score from the comfort of your home at least, or with decent service. So it makes a difference.
And logistics wise, like those bigger, you know, when they used to do the opens and stuff, like those bigger tournaments, it was a nightmare trying to get parked, get in and out. Like it was a headache every day. I think that took a lot of the stress off. I miss the everybody hanging out part though, because you may see people at board check or whatever, but like that's, you know, unless you're planning something, you know, a specific get together or something, there's not really a whole lot of just the random run-ins out there like there used to be.
Yeah, and that's what, you know, Texas Kayak Bass League, they do well, because Slim, he still shows up for the award or the captains meetings in the morning, or that night before. They cook out and all that stuff, so it's still the great camaraderie, you know. If I didn't have to work so much, I would be 100% there myself. I just slinging kayaks, man, it's draining.
Like a drug dealer slinging plastic.
That's why Duke is the godfather of Texas.
That's right. That's right.
He runs it from the time you buy your kayak to the time you get paid at the awards.
That's it. Cradle to the grave. Duke got you. Duke got. Hey, Adam's here, Ryan. He found the link. He's in. Let's get him.
I like it. We're getting somewhere.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
They must have had happy hour at Western Son tonight or something.
We sort of have Adam.
Somebody unmute the man.
He's actually not muted. That would have been funny.
Oh my god! Ooh. He's auto tuning
Adam,
us, right?
buddy. I don't know how many Zoom meetings y'all do at Western Son. There's something hard plastic and vibrating right up against that.
What's happening there?
No
wonder he was late. No wonder he was late, Ryan.
All right, we're putting him in the green room for a second.
All right, we're putting him back. Oh shoot! There he goes. Poor Adam. Well, there goes. Man. I shouldn't have made fun of him. There goes our sponsorship with Western Son.
And that's why we stick with Western Son.
That's why we only bring kayak anglers on the show. No,
wow, man, that's awesome.
Yeah. Speaking of Western Son, you know, this is about our was it 3rd year anniversary of our. That man's got a backpack full of vodka.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's right. That's right. It's still one of my favorite moments of all time. Oh my god. I never laughed so hard. Never laughed so hard.
Man.
How could I not have that on video? If there was a video of that, that'd be a million.
That'd be epic. That would be epic. Yeah. I mean, that security lady was like, "Sir, what is this?"
Yeah.
Here you go, sweetheart. That's watermelon. You're gonna love this. More where that came from.
They're over there searching for guns and other paraphernalia, and they catch Duke with a backpack full of Western Son.
Smuggling vodka in.
That was so cool. Oh, here we go.
Oh man, he stole his kid's mic.
You're muted, but let me try this.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Victory.
I did steal my kid's headphones. That's funny.
You got the Fire Tiger headphones for the night. It's perfect.
Yeah, they're great. They're great.
That spread like wildfire, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Oh man, so sorry about that.
That was great.
I do about 1 million Zoom calls, so I guess my microphone just crapped out on those headphones.
Well, and this is obviously not Zoom or Teams, so
yeah.
Who knows how the StreamYard software integrates with those kind of headphones? Who knows? But hey, we appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Of course, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. We're sitting here talking with Duke about what he's done in Texas and you know how grateful folks are for what he's been able to grow there. But you know, you guys with Western Son got involved with him first. So one of the things we wanted to talk to you before we get into the brand itself and things like that is how did Western Son cross over to get involved with a kayak series in Texas, and why kayak fishing at all, even at the Texas level?
Yeah, that's a great question. So it's fun. So because we kind of started as this kind of like small renegade brand. And just a little background on us, so we started in 2011, and then we were in Carrollton, and then we moved up 2015 to Pilot Point. And a lot of the brands in the alcohol world are like these giant, huge mega brands, right? Like they're owned by multi-million-dollar conglomerates, they're all, it's like the illusion of choice. You're really buying from like 5 companies, And so we were just always we're always on the lookout for anyone that's kind of like just passionate about doing things their way, because that's the way we are, So, and I met Duke through our friend Dan over at he used to be at a restaurant called
Onstadt?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man. And so I was just like kind of selling at bars and restaurants, and I met him, and he, if anyone's ever met him, he's like the most loving, wonderful human being on the planet. And he just like he forces you to like love what he loves, right? So he was like, hey, I got these guys, they're they love fishing, kayak fishing. And I was like, all right, well, let's do it, man. I have alcohol, right? And I was like,
that's
at least
actually what fuels kayaks. It's
yeah,
weird.
exactly. So but I so I was like, well, at least it's not fun, we can get drunk, and we'll call it a day. And but then I met Duke, and then I met everybody, and then it kind of snowballed from there. And so we've been around for like the past 3 years, 4 years or something
4
like
years.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. And I mean, I think it fits in well because, like you said, your company is at the the size, like y'all obviously have huge distribution. You can find Western Son anywhere now, thankfully.
Yeah.
But just the involvement that you have, like on a personal level, like you actually know the person that you're dealing with. It's not some talking head or automated response or something. Like you're involved with the people that you're supporting, which I think is great.
Yeah, so there's like our company's like a little under 200 people total, right? But as far as representatives, there's only like 14 of us out in the field, and that includes like kind of upper management. So when you're talking to someone, you're talking to us, we kind of there's 5 of us in Texas, and then we're kind of spread out around the United States. But we're hands-on. We don't, I mean, honestly, we just don't have the money to just farm everything out to like to big old marketing companies. So we have to do everything ourselves, but we love doing it. So, and we're here to help,
I know you'll always hold a special place in our heart because you were the first supporter of this show. And we were so glad to with COVID and everything that happened during the pandemic, we never, I wouldn't say we parted ways. We just kind of pressed pause for a little bit, and then we were able to come back together this year. So we'll always be thankful for that partnership with you guys because you were first. You always remember your first, something like that.
Thank you.
No, but it's great how you guys have become synonymous with kayak fishing in Texas and with our show, hopefully just kayak fishing in general. Because whenever anyone talks about things going on around Duke's Trail, the Lone Star Throwdown, whatever, Western Son has kind of become synonymous with that. You see it in the comments, you see it in posts and different things. Where's the Western at? Who's bringing this? Who's bringing that? So it's cool that that's blended together almost as one thing down there, especially in Texas.
Yeah. Well, Duke did all the hard work. I just show up at his office like once a month with a truck full of alcohol.
A truck full of alcohol.
Well, the great news is he doesn't spread any of it out. He takes that entire truck full of alcohol to the tournaments. Drink it till it's gone, boys.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, whenever you're reserving an Airbnb, it's always good to try to get Duke in the loop.
Oh, I stayed with them at the very first. It wasn't the first, but the first time I came out, Lone Star Throwdown, and man, that was a blast. There, I was like, I brought like a sleeping mat, and we were out in where were we? We were in
Possum Kingdom.
Possum Kingdom. Yep, that's right.
Yep.
That was fun, man.
Yeah. Adam rolled up his sleeves, and he was part of the cook team, and he was like, "Man, y'all put me to work."
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm happy to be out there. If I'm going to be out there, I want to be out there, enjoy the whole thing. Yeah, I was staying up late, watching briskets and burn ends, and it was a good time, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's another Possum Kingdom event coming up next month. If you want to swing by, we're going to have a good time.
If I'm free, I'd love to be there.
Well, we'll meet you at the ice house, all right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw the deal up here. One of the hardest things to do in any sport, especially a niche of a niche like kayak fishing, is kind of a niche of bass fishing in general, is to pull a non-endemic supporters in to the fray. So we kind of already talked about it a little bit, but what about this sport in particular made you guys make that leap over into supporting Duke, supporting the show and other events like that?
Well, like I said, man, we are, well, me personally, but also the brand, but we're so passionate about anyone that's passionate about stuff, because you'll meet we have some weird partnerships out there, but you'll meet like some guys that are like, we call it like the Western way, right? Like inside the company, right? Where you're like making your own path, you're doing your own mark. And I would say kayak bass fishing kind of fits that really well, right? So like it's not easy to just get into this sport, because when I first started talking to these guys, I was like, oh yeah, just like we're just fishing. Like I love fishing. And then you go and like meet some of them and they're like, dude, that kayak is like as much as my house, So, so these guys are super passionate. They are some of the nicest people in the world. And we like to think that we are too. But it just like, we're not mainstream. I would say that you guys aren't mainstream because you guys are very mainstream, more so, especially 5 years from where we were at. When I first started, it was like, I think the first tournament I went to was it was right off of, it was like the Colony, and it was pouring down rain, and there was probably like 13 people there. And I was just like, man, I don't know about this. I might just send out a a gift basket next time they call me. But and then I show up to Throwdown and we have like 100 people, so just even from that short time, it has grown so much, and we're just happy to be part of it, and it's hard for us to find people that are as passionate about life as we are, and it's so funny because I get told all the time from the marketing team, because you guys do a great job at tagging us and everything. So it's like all these like, fun people partying posts, and it's just like fishing, like the rest of all the Western Son tags. And they're like, I don't know what you guys did over there. And I was like, they just love the brand, so it's been great.
At least it makes it worth it. So you have something you can show, like, look, it's the same 6 dudes, but they
if you look at our tags on like Instagram, it's hilarious because it's just like concert, rodeos, like all this, and they're all like very planned marketing stuff, and then it's just like fishing, so
I love it.
What has that meant to you, Duke, in Texas, to have a kind of an anchor supporter like that year after year for the last half a decade almost?
Oh man, it's been awesome. We all love the support. And not only does, Adam support, kayak bass fishing, he supports anything we ask him to. So he supports like the Hobie catamaran sailing fleets. They're like, bunch of sailors. Guess what they love doing at their events? They love drinking. So, they're he brings stuff for that. Just anything. I just want to thank Adam. Really, he's like, anything you guys want, just let me know. I'll show up with a truck. I'm like, okay. So, I'm like, Christmas party. All right, I'm showing up with a truck. It's been awesome.
Ryan and I, when we first partnered with Western Son, we kicked around the idea of doing a hospitality tent at all these national event check-ins and stuff. Except, ever since the pandemic, it's tough to lock people down. They're in and out of the check-ins and things like that. So we're still trying to figure out the logistics of that. But as far as around the hotels and Airbnbs and everything like that, you see the mini bottles, the full bottles flowing far and wide. Katie back up throwing them.
Big Bass 250 would be a good spot for that.
Yeah, that's right. We need to get you involved there, Adam. Have you heard of that one yet?
No, I have not.
Yeah,
you have now.
I have.
So
I'm gonna make it my personal responsibility to make this like a big party at the end of the year. If y'all want to show up and fish, that's fantastic. If you don't, see me on the cornhole boards. Bring cash.
Yeah. So Adam, there's an event. Our other title sponsor, Eco Fishing Shop, the presenter of the show, the shop sponsor. They do the Big Bass 250 up on Lake of the Ozarks. They have a shop up there on the lake. They do. It's a one-off event, not an Angler of the Year point chasing thing. We're kind of tasked with helping them grow that this year. Last year they had a big turnout. This year I hope it's even bigger. But the idea of it is you're catching hourly big bass, overall big bass, and going for one giant fish, and then the weekend's just a party, not as involved, sort of like the throwdown, but it's just a 1 day thing and it's an open event. So yeah,
well,
and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, let me know. I'll see what I can do for sure, man.
yeah.
So
it'll be fun, man. Why is Billy Bowden so obsessed with algae blooms?
I don't know, man. Like I said that I missed him being in the comments. I lied. Sorry, Billy.
Let me get this out of the way. Duke, what's up with the algae bloom controversy at PK? Is there such
have you heard about
it? So PK is part of the Brazos River chain. So, every once in a while, like we fished Granbury last year, and we had a golden algae bloom like the week before. It like really got bad the week before our tournament. So when we started fishing the actual tournament, guys like, hey man, I'm in this cove and there's dead fish floating everywhere. I'm like, well, guess what you need to do? You need to move. And it was
that's why
it just happened. TD. Yeah, I mean, and the guys who moved, they all moved towards the dam, and the guys who wanted fished at the dam, and where it was the least, led dead fish. So
at PK, fish by the dam. No, what's going on? Like, is there a rumored algae bloom? Like, I don't know. If
there's a potential every year on the Brazos River chain. It's too early to tell right now. It's really too early to tell. So
runoff from farms upriver. What's the deal there?
Not really. It just happens, when because it's all dammed up, and if it doesn't get enough rain, it happens. But we've been getting a lot of rain, so I don't see it turning bad. So
can you measure the fish floating from the algae bloom?
If they're flickering just a little bit, they got to be sort of alive.
Does it matter if what color their eye is, or whatever we said?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yes.
Dude, you're not in charge of every lake. Like, you don't own all these lakes that people are fishing at.
Duke does.
That's so crazy. I thought you were just
if
that
it's
guy.
In Texas, man. Duke owns that shit.
Yeah.
He's getting a call at least.
Yeah.
He's getting a call. It's like the mafia. He's getting a call. A couple questions from different regions for Adam. Josh Evans, who's northeast of the United States, and then Chris on YouTube from out in California. Adam, any plans or thinking of Cali? Are you distributing out in Cali yet?
Yeah, so we are out there, man. So that market is really tough because it's one of the largest drinking states, right? So Texas, I mean, Alaska actually kind of kicks everyone's butt, but there's less, I mean, per capita, right?
I was going to say there's seven people up there.
Yeah, there's less people. So, California's up there. And it's basically ran northern. This is kind of in the weeds here, but I'll just explain it out, right? So there's a northern region, a southern region, and you kind of have to get into both of them. And so we actually are in California. And I can put anyone, I'm not going to probably do it online, but I can put anyone in contact with our sales guys out there. He lives out in Arizona. His name's Will. He's great. And then I saw in the comments the Northeast as well. I have salespeople that I can put, I can send them to you guys. They're at least their information. You can kind of send them out to whoever they need to. But yeah, we're happy to hang out. I can't say everyone is as awesome as I am, but you might have to deal with a different sales guy for the region or saleswoman, But yeah, we're out there. We're in California. We're in 48 states, and it's like 2 that you wouldn't think of, right? So, because it's like Vermont and like North Carolina or something like that.
North Carolina? Really?
Yeah, it's so when they're a control state, which means the alcohol stores are owned by the state of North Carolina, and then
communist alcohol people there.
Yeah, there's a couple of them out there, but they just like didn't take. You have to apply to be in that state, and then so before COVID hit, they only had like 2 times a year that you could apply to be in the state, And when COVID hit, they shut down, and so like they're basically like 3 or 4 years behind schedule. I mean, a lot of them don't even have like Crown Apple, and that was like 3 flavors ago.
Wow, Really?
Yeah.
So
Disco's still
definitely
cool
don't
there,
have
I
the
hear too.
BlackBerry then. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they don't have the BlackBerry. I guarantee you they don't have the BlackBerry. So it's just, different states have different laws, and that's what's cool about the alcohol industry is, because it's kind of like states' rights, because we have TTB, which is the all United States, and then we have the TABC, and then every state has its own alcohol board of commission. So there's
Different people to bribe.
Yep. And some are easy to deal with, and some are not. And Texas is very commerce friendly, so they're happy to have anyone come in and try to make money because they make money too. So
Ryan, look at this.
See,
Kayvon Hawkins.
Let's go.
Sorry,
Kayvon.
Kevin. He's a partner in a restaurant in Pigeon Forge. Uses Western Son for their Fish Bloody Mary. So there you go.
See, there we go.
Kayvon, I'll slide up and attend your facility there. My buddy just opened Blue Moose up there in Sevierville near you. So shout out to Kayvon. I'm coming to see you.
Yeah, Kayvon's going to probably punch me the first time he sees me for everybody now calling him Kayvon instead of Kevin.
I love that.
Appreciate it. Yeah. And if you guys saw, I put the westernsundistillery.com, the bottle finder feature on there is pretty cool. While we were talking, I threw the map on the screen. You can type in your city, your state, whatever, and it'll drop all the distributors around you. So you can go find you a bottle or three if you want to. And then Adam said he'd be offline, be glad to hook you up with the sales rep in your area. So there you go. Grow that footprint. What other questions do we have, Ryan? Oh, Bob Baylor. Are there any smallmouth in Texas?
Oh, yeah. So our next North Texas tournament is going to be on Texoma next month. And I think, as I remember correctly, the angler that won the tournament had all 5 smallies and the big bass was a smallie last year.
Oh.
So
am I crazy or didn't Ivy put out like a world record mean mouth last year? Was it last year or year before? I'm pretty sure it was Ivy.
I think that was Ivy. Yeah. I think that was Ivy. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they're not giants around here. But you get a good 20-inch smallie, it's gonna fight you really well. So I think on Texoma, I think the winning fish was like a 21 or 20 and a half inch smallie. So
our Twitcher caught a smallmouth on Amistad on Saturday, he said. So
nice.
There you go. Bob Baylor, what's the best flavor of Western Son? What do you think, Adam?
Man, so I love prickly pear. I think Duke likes prickly pear too.
I love a lot of them.
Yeah, I love prickly pear, and I just drink it with soda. And it's so funny because it's like bright and pink, and then as soon as one gets ordered, people are like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "It's prickly pear Western Son. You should get it." And then they usually like it. But our top flavor is going to be blueberry, strawberry, watermelon, and then depending on where you're at, it's cucumber and prickly pear. But original is the best, probably. It goes with everything.
Yeah.
And you can kind of make it your own way. So
I have a confession. All right. So I travel with a lot of vodka on me, and
backpack holes, they say.
And you can get on the plane, and they're like, "Whatever, dude, you go, yeah. Right?" So I'm in the airport, and I'll go grab me a Sprite, and I dump me whatever flavor, prickly pear or blueberry, whatever it is. And I'm sitting there, and this dude looks at me. He's like, "Bro, what are you drinking? Some lean?"
Yes.
I hear it leans back.
I heard it's super expensive, but I don't know.
I was like, I swear, it's just vodka. Well, yeah, he was ready to, he was like, "It up."
That's wild. I know those flavors like the blueberry and watermelon. If you just carry a little shooter bottle in your pocket, you can just pull that out and hit it straight. No soda, no nothing. Nice little flavor. It's like cough syrup almost. Fantastic.
Jolly Rancher cough syrup.
Yeah. Boy. What about this? I'll throw this on the screen, Adam. There's a ton of recipes on your website. Yeah. What's the best mix-up that you like?
Oh man. So I think when it comes, it's very seasonal for me, right? Like when it's nice and warm outside, I love like a blueberry lemonade. And then also if you do like I know some people are gross. They're like, oh, unsweet tea, but I love unsweet tea and peach as well, right? And but then when it kind of comes to the fall, a lot more of those winter flavors come up, like raspberry. Those kind of warmer, deeper, flavors come in. Raspberry's great. Lime is a year-round thing. You can do a lot of fun stuff with lime and coconut rum and. But yeah, there's a ton of websites or a ton of cocktails on our website. We actually just redid our website, so I'm sure our marketing team will be happy to see that you guys have been getting a shout out. So we appreciate it.
Looks good. Smooth. Any more questions for either one of these fellas? Drop them in the comments. We'll get them to them before we wrap up tonight. We appreciate you both joining us, man. Talk a little vodka, talk a little fishing. It's always fun. Yeah,
it's definitely fun.
Yeah. Duke, what's the next Bass Nation coming up? Is it Caddo? When's Caddo? Caddo. Okay.
Yep. That's going to be a fun one. I think it's at the end of the month, and I think I have close to 30 people already signed up. So it's going to be bonkers.
That'll be hammer time, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It is prime time for you to catch some really good monsters out there. So.
Yeah, that's the stuff. What is it too late to become a bass member for Texas if you wanted to come down and fish such an event?
It is not. So, that was the unfortunate event of Bassmasters and Bass Nation. You would think they're one entity. They're not, and they really don't talk to each other very well. So that's why it's confusing when you sign up for these things. So for Bass Nation. Most other states don't charge a state fee; they just charge a national fee. We charge a state fee because we pay that forward, and for our classic, we give top 10% of our anglers that make it to the classic. Their top 10%, we pay for their entry fees for the Bassmasters Classic, and we also pay for their hotels.
That's awesome.
Oh wow!
So And I think the entry fees this year was $400. So we paid $2,000 for entry fees for 5 guys and their hotels, but they all decided to get their own Airbnb. So we cut down a check for all that.
That's awesome.
That's amazing. Yeah, you don't see a lot of trails doing that. It's well thought out, dude.
Yeah. I mean that's what that's what they've been doing on the for the boat side. So he wanted to roll it down and have us do the same things on the kayak side. So
Nice.
Very good.
It's a huge plus. Yeah. And for your $30, that doesn't, that goes a long way. So.
And is there a minimum number for AOI for your qualification for the state stuff? Do you have to fish a certain amount of the schedule?
So you have to fish 4 events.
All right.
Yeah. 4 of these, I think 7 events. And we got Native on board this year to sponsor AOI. So AOI is going to be getting a brand new Titan X 12.5.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
Y'all doing
it's a
big
good
things.
battle. Yeah. Trying. I mean, we're not trying to go crazy with the sponsors because we don't want to overlap, our regional TDs and all their own, existing trail sponsors. So we try not to go crazy with the sponsors.
That makes sense. Yeah, because you're trying to double dip. They're running their own trail, got their own sponsors. They don't want to hurt their feelings down there. So that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, man, that Caddo's got me thinking. That's not that far away from me.
You should do that.
That's a fun lake, man.
Yeah.
Only natural lake in Texas, right?
Yep.
When did you say it is?
March
End of
30th.
the month.
Okay.
March 30th.
All right. So even if you're somebody traveling, thinking about going to the Bassmaster event on PK, you can still have a month off, nearly 3 weeks anyway, before you got to run to the next one.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think a man could show up not even pre-fishing down there, just bring you a bag full of Cincos and go to town.
That's what they say.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, there's a real question for you, Duke. When are you publishing the AOY standings?
I'm gonna try to get it done next day or 2.
If you want to send him a check, he'll do it tonight.
Man, honestly, I've been, my Eris just told me, I was like, you have a problem saying no to anything. you're always saying yes to doing everything. So I've been overwhelmed with a lot of things this last couple of days. So
It's because you're a legend, Duke.
He'll get to you. Just keep fishing. Keep grinding, brother. You got this.
That's right. Don't look at keep your head down.
For our listeners, Adam, how can we help spread Western Son around? Do you, other than consume a lot of it?
You
need to
ask
go
for
into,
it at restaurants for sure, man. So I know that we do a pretty good job on. So we have off premise is where you can, so on premise, off premise. On premise being bars, restaurants. That's where you consume the alcohol. And then off premise is like you have to buy it and then go consume it at home. So that's like retail, Total Wine, Specs, all that fun stuff. Ask for us, share it with your friends. I mean, tag us on Facebook. I mean, we have a okay social media presence, but the cool thing about us is we have like crazy high user interaction, right? Like, so a lot of those people get like 0.001% and they got 1 billion followers. So we actually have like closer to like a 2 or 3% user interaction. So like people that follow us are following us because they love us, not just because they saw something on, an ad or something. Right. So, but tag us on Facebook, tag us on Instagram, tag us on whatever social media platform you're using, and then ask for us at your local restaurant. Most of these people, they go to a bar every day. They don't realize how much power they have with the bartenders and the owners and stuff. They're like, oh, my bar doesn't have it. I'm like, ask for it. They'll bring it in for you, especially if they know you're going to drink it. They're just trying to make money. There's not like a lot of politics involved in it, So if you're sitting at a bar and you go there every Thursday and you want to drink Western Son because it's your favorite, man, just ask for it. I guarantee they'll bring it in, So they just don't know what they don't know. Right. So, but if they know you're a customer, they're like, yeah, we're good, man. And then once it kind of pops up on our radar, our sales guys do a really good job at getting in there and backing it up with programming and all sorts of other stuff. So,
yeah, we always kind of pound that drum. We got to support those that support our sport, whether it be your traditional kayak dealers like Eco or Mariner, whoever, but especially these folks like Western Son out there at restaurants and bars, because everybody's buying fishing tackle and all that kind of stuff, but you can make an impact, like Adam just said, whether it's your local town or you're out there on the road at some random club like Ryan will find. You can ask. Wow. You can ask.
Okay. I'm doing my part. Western Son. Don't you worry about me.
Yeah, you can ask and find it. Random club. I should have clarified. Random bar, not club.
Yeah, not a club. Not a big club guy.
Not a club. Random bar. Billy Bowden said, send him a bottle. I think that's against your probation, Billy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you can have them anymore.
Yeah, it's against your probation. Anything else for these fellas before we wrap this up tonight, Ryan?
I don't think so. Just obviously, thank you to you both for what you've done, not only for us with the show and Duke for you with the sport of kayak fishing, period, on the Texas front. I'm glad y'all came on, man. Glad we're in this deal together.
Oh yeah. And we're doing the Revo giveaway tonight, but we're going to use Western Son for the hashtag. So throw that in the comments. We'll do the Revo giveaway. We'll leave that up for a second for y'all to do that. But man, like Ryan said, we appreciate both y'all. Adam, appreciate you partnering with us again. Duke, appreciate you for everything you have always done for the sport and just for being a good buddy of ours, man.
Yeah. Thanks for
Adam,
thanks for the
next time
invite.
we have you on, you have to wear that headset. Okay?
I will. This is the only headset I had. There's a pink one in there too. I almost grabbed that my wife uses. So I was like, I better grab the green one just in case.
Smart man.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys do all the hard work, man. I feel like you guys make it really easy for me to kind of thrive in y'all's environment. Cause I mean, Duke's, man, you guys are awesome. I mean, even putting this together, like I just had to show up and I was still late, so you guys do all the hard work. So thank you guys,
Oh, we love it, man. We love it. You make it possible for us to do the show through the support, and we're able to give back to the viewers, because they really the people watching. I don't know how often you get to watch the show or listen, Adam, but these folks are hilarious. The comments is what make the show, because they just had to listen to me ramble every Monday night. We wouldn't have a show, so we got to reply to these folks.
Yep.
What do you say, Jeff? You want to give away some Revos?
Yeah, man. Y'all want to stick around for the giveaway? You want to slide out? It's up to you.
I'm here for as long as you need me.
All right, we're here. Let's do it. We'll throw it on the screen. You get to enjoy the slow roll of the night. So as we do this giveaway draw, it usually hangs on one person for about a half a second, and then it crushes all their hopes and dreams and turns over to the next
It's
person.
very dramatic. It's very dramatic.
Yeah. So we'll let that build for a minute. Hey, Ryan, we set a record tonight, by the way. It was our most Twitter viewers live ever.
How
tonight.
many?
We were sitting up.
Do you mind disclosing?
Yeah, it's not giant numbers, but for Twitter, it was. We were up in like the mid 30s to close to 40
Really?
a lot of the night. Yeah, yeah.
Huh. That is
So
surprising.
We're doing things over there on the X.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Over there on the X. So yeah, appreciate y'all. We're rolling. Even still at the giveaway time, we're well over 100 viewers. So we appreciate all y'all watching tonight.
Oh yeah. Kayvon. So my buddy is Jack Coppinger. I went to high school with him. One of my great friends. That's apparently you're in the same restaurant group. It sounds like. So I'll definitely be coming up there.
Yeah.
Using Wade's discount card.
Yep. There you go. Small world. All right. Let's pop this giveaway. Let's see who's getting their heart broke tonight.
Dun, dun, dun.
Billy, it's not hashtag giveaway. What's wrong with you?
That's close.
Oh, Don Trail. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. It was you tonight. You got Tyler Zingerly just won something on here. What did he win on here? Was it glasses?
I don't know, man. We're going to have to start keeping tabs on this. I think
Yeah.
someone's got an app.
Yeah. Tyler, he's from here. He's from up the road here. So
I was going to say he's using a VPN like he's on the other side of the world just so he can steal them from next door.
yeah. Sorry, Don Trail. He got slow roll. My bad, bro.
He said, I'll give it away. We're just kidding, Tyler. Rack it up.
We're just kidding, man. You might drop them in the lake, break them. Who knows? You need an extra pair. So there you go.
Love
All right. That was fun, man.
Let's do it. Get out of here. Y'all take
All
care.
right. Thank you.
Will
Thank
do.
you so
Thanks,
much.
guys.
Appreciate y'all. See you next week, everybody. Bass Champion coming next week.